Good evening, I'm Brendan Miller. Thank you for joining us. Around 11:30 Friday morning, Thunder Bay Fire Rescue responded to a structural fire on Algonquin Street. The first pumper on scene found a detached garage fully engulfed in flames, and a 2-alarm was declared for additional resources. 6 pumpers and the platoon chief responded. They quickly suppressed and extinguished the blaze. An occupant of the residence was assessed by paramedics, but no injuries were reported. And TBFR wants to reiterate to use caution when dealing with wood-burning appliances. Thunder Bay Superior North MPP Lise Vaugeois delivered a member statement at Queen's Park this past week, focused on highway safety in this region. The NDP member called for improvements to snow plowing efforts and training requirements for transport drivers. She also questioned spending $30 million on a new inspection station just outside of Thunder Bay that is rarely open. Ultimately, Vaugeois believes it's time for the transportation minister to stop ignoring calls from the NDP and fix these issues as soon as possible.
Highway safety remains the #1 issue in Northern Ontario. Access to health care is also a priority, but people in the region cannot access health care if the highways are closed due to yet another catastrophic accident. The NDP's Northern Highway Safety Plan recommends having all new commercial drivers tested by MTO-certified inspectors. If new drivers can't pass a legitimate road test, they shouldn't be on the road. Then there's Driver Inc., where companies force drivers to be self-employed, undercutting companies that offer driver benefits and leaving those under Driver Inc. with nothing if they are in an accident.
Thunder Bay Police have laid criminal charges against a local driver after a scary crash in the city's East End. It happened yesterday at around 10:30 yesterday morning on Atlantic Avenue near Cherry Park. Police say the Jeep was traveling at high speed when it struck a utility pole and flipped onto its roof. A woman in the passenger seat suffered minor injuries. The driver, a 31-year-old man from Thunder Bay, was found to be impaired by drugs at the time. He's been charged with dangerous driving causing bodily harm and impaired driving causing bodily harm. The second annual May Day in the Bay extravaganza returned to raise awareness for motorcycle safety and mental health. The event featured local motorcycle dealers, food vendors, raffle draws, and a bike smash. Emma Chilton has more.
The annual May Day in the Bay extravaganza raises awareness for motorcycle safety and also fundraise for the Canadian Mental Health Association. President and Chief Instructor of the Motorcycle Safety Organization, Greg Stein, says he wants the community to know that motorcycles are now on the road and to drive safely.
Motorcyclists are vulnerable road users. We don't have that cocoon, airbags, seat belts, all that good stuff. And people not seeing motorcycles through the winter tend to forget about them and not look for them. So we want to promote safe motorcycling, both on the part of the riders and other road users.
PR for Bikers Against Child Abuse, Short Round, says it's important for other drivers to be aware of bikers.
So it's very important to all of us as a community to be together and be seen so that we're not run over by cars.
Event participant who's passionate about motorcycle safety wants drivers to respect and understand the difference between driving a vehicle and driving a motorcycle.
Some drivers doesn't really kind of appreciate the bikers because they kind of, okay, you on a bike, you do like me on the car, it's different. On the car you have 4 wheels, we have only 2. So this part is very important to stay the safety. We on the 2 wheels, please respect us too. We on the road, it's the same like you guys.
The extravaganza featured local dealers, motorcycle groups, and a bike show that displayed bikes for sale. Excalibur Motorcycle Works donated a Honda Goldwing that was hoisted in the air by GC Crane Rentals. For a donation, people were able to smash the bike like a piñata to release stress. Stein says it's important to promote both causes.
May is also in concert with being Motorcycle Awareness Month. It's also a Mental Health Awareness Month. Great Canadian actor Dan Aykroyd said you'd never see a motorcycle parked in front of a therapist's office unless it was that of the therapist. So we just thought that we could do something to promote both events, both causes, and do some fundraising for Canadian Mental Health Association.
Emma Chilton, TBT News.
An Indigenous language revitalization program is facing full suspension due to lack of funding. Matawa Waka's TARE program last funding agreement has run out, and the organization has no long-term funding commitments from the government. The Waka TARE program has been running in all 9 Matawa communities and in Thunder Bay for the past 2 years. 90 students graduated in one cohort alone in 2024. Recently, the program has been largely scaled back due to the lack of funding, and without further commitments from Ottawa, it could face a full suspension. Matawa is urging the federal government to provide a long-term funding commitment. CEO Sharon Nates says the program is very important for Matawa communities.
They've created this program. It's a program that has come from each of our communities, and they've developed this. So this is their own in terms of taking that stand to revitalize, and it brought back a sense of identity and self-confidence in our peoples that, look at this can be a reality that, we can have our language back.
The Quest Tech and Gaming event wrapped up its final day today at the Fort William Gardens. The event provided the community with a unique educational experience, all while having fun. The last day of the Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math event was a success, with lots of residents attending to explore these educational fields. Special event developer Karen Kadolf says the BattleBots were especially favored.
So we've had lots of people already come out. We're really excited about today. It is a nice day outside, so we're very thankful that people are coming to spend a couple of hours inside with us at Quest. It's been really fun. The silent disco has been a hit as well too, so it's really neat to be able to wear the headphones, hear the music, but then also if you take them off, if it's too much for you, then it's nice and quiet in the garden, so that's kind of nice as well. So just lots of different things to do this year, and it's been really fun. So we had a really good turnout. The last 2 days, the BattleBots has actually been a really fun thing this time. And what we did this year is we put the ring in a little bit more of a visible area so that the spectators could watch as well. So that's been really fun to see.
The next event will be the Kite Festival at Chippewa Park. Confederation College hosted its annual academic upgrading recognition ceremony this past week. Nearly 200 students were honored for completing their upgrading courses or achieving their academic and career entrance certificate. Jaden Billick reports.
I'd like to thank everybody at the college for giving me a chance to prove myself.
18 students from all ages and backgrounds received their ACE certificate, which is the equivalent to Ontario's grade 12 diploma, and another 195 students were recognized for their own academic upgrading accomplishments. President of Confederation College, Michelle Salo, says she's proud of these students for returning to their education and proving it's never too late to improve themselves through education.
Yeah, so it's really exciting. It's nice to be able to acknowledge and be able to celebrate the accomplishment of our academic upgrading students. Some of them are graduating, some of them have just passed levels, and we're so excited for this ceremony because it just shows perseverance.
Salo says the number of graduates is much higher compared to last year's already successful count, and it all stems from the teachers who work hard to guide and support these students every step of the way. We spoke with some of the students who have been working diligently to be here on this day, including Andre Lachance, who was injured at work and is proving that it's never too late to do something different.
I've got one that I've never ever had in my life, my first one, and it gives me, speechless. It's a great course. The teachers are really good, and you work at your own pace, which is very nice. No one pushes you.
I feel excited and awesome. Feel more doors to be open for me and be a model for all Indigenous people in the community of where I'm from.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kitchen Mix up in Innuit First Nation, as known as Big Chug Lake. Yeah.
Is there anything that you like to say to folks back home?
It's never too late to go back to school.
Coordinator of the Academic and Career Entrance Program, Judy Barton, expressed how proud she is for these ACE graduates taking the next step into their futures.
Seeing all 18 of them and knowing every single student's journey through the program is like I'm not a mom, but I'm sure like the level of pride that I have for all of them is really indescribable.
Barden adds for anyone interested in finding more information on the upgrading courses, they can visit the college's website. Jaden Billick, TBT News.